Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yesterday we just started the appending. Okay, so what is the difference between appending and merging? What is the merging? So merging, why we use the merging? Why we use the merging? And why should we
To
use
combine two tables.
combine the two tables, right? Combine the two or more table. Combine two or more table. And what is use of the appending? To
In
combine.
appending, both like values should be same.
Yes. So we combine data from the both the table. Okay. But how it will work? It will not care about whether it is a duplicate or what. Okay. It will take all data. It will club data as a stack wise. Okay. So it also combine the data from both the table. Okay, so how does it combine? So let me show you one table. So can you see there are two tables, this one table and second table. Okay, so there is a three column, product sales here, product sales here. I want to combine these two tables data. Okay, when you combine using appending, okay, so how data are storing? It is in stack wise. How stack wise? See, first it take the data from this table. Okay, 800 2018, B 200 2018. Okay, so first we got the two record, then from the second table it takes the all three records after the second row. Okay, so it means it is a stacking wise, it store the data. So this is how it will perform. So if you compare with the merging we use the key column. Based on the key column it match the data and get the record, but appending doesn't match the record. It just take the data from the both the table, okay, into the one table. That is the difference. So let's see the difference. So there is a one example. Okay, so let me just create a one sample data, this product and this product. So text file. Okay, so product sales year A 1000 2019. Okay, B 2000 2019, C 3000 2019. Okay, so this is the first table. Let me product table, prod one. Okay, and one more table I am creating, so which has a value like A100 2018, okay, and just save as a prod 2. Okay, so we got the two files. So let's open the Power BI. We will try to do the appending. So always remember, whenever you want to perform appending, both the table structure should be same. Structure means all the columns from the both the table should be same. Data type of the column should be same. Okay, then only you can do the appending, otherwise it will give the error. But in the case of the joining, it doesn't require. Okay, only we need a key column. Based on the key column we join the two table or more table, and then we perform the joining, get the required data. But in the case of the appending, it is not. So everyone has started practice. Farzana, Irshad, both of you.
Yes.
Okay. Please let me know if you are facing any issue while doing a task. So you can tell me in the class, so we can solve this. So in front of the other people, they will also learn if any issue you are facing. Renuka, you was facing some issue. I think you pinged me in the afternoon.
Yes, sir. That got solved.
Oh, it's solved. Okay. Okay, so let's connect with the true file which we had. So connect with the file. Okay, so how to connect with the text file? Click on the text CSV. What is the table file name? prod1. Okay, again connect the second file. Second file. Okay, how to go to the query data? How to go to the query data? Yes,
Right click on
right click on the table. Click on the
Edit query.
Okay, so we have two tables. So let's try to do the append query. Okay, so how to do the append query? How to do the append query? Just select a table, go to the append. Okay, in the append query there is a two queries. Okay, append query and append query as a new. What is the difference? If you do with the append query, it will create a new query. But if you do the append query only without a new, okay, it will do an existing table. It will not create a new one. So it always try to create a append query or merge query as a new. Okay, so let's create append query. Okay, and what is the second table? It is a prod2. Let's click on the OK. Okay, so when you do the append, you can see you got a data like this. Okay, so this time it takes the data from this table, first table, and then second table. Okay, so it has stacked one by one, A, B, C. You can see A, B, C. Okay, so it is stacking one over other. Okay, data. It doesn't care whether it is duplicate or not. So let's try to add some duplicate. What will happen? We will see. So I am adding one more row. A, B. Okay, I am adding one more A, comma, then 1000, comma 2019. So this record available in the other table also, same record. So when we combine, will it give the unique record or duplicate? Let's see. Okay, so I am saving this, control save and refresh all. Okay, so when it is doing, you can see the first row has the same kind of record, and say last row also getting the same record. It means it doesn't care whether it is a duplicate data we are getting or not. Okay, so it just give you data whatever it has. Okay, so this is the output for the append query. But what if we do the merge on the both the table? What will be the difference? So let's try to do the merge. Okay, click on the merge query. Prod1, prod2. Okay, so whenever you do the merge, it asks you the key column particular. See, there is no OK button enable. Until and unless you select particular key column, it will not enable. Okay, so let's say I am selecting the product is a key column. Okay, so based on that it will match and get the record. So what is the join you want to do? Left join, right join, full, inner. Okay, so we need to select. So I am selecting left join and click on OK. Okay, so you can see okay, so you can see it did not take data one over other, it takes the separately other column. Can you see this? What is the difference between append? In append, it takes the data into the column will be same. Okay, column will be same, only data will club into this column. It means data will stack one over other. But in the case of the merge, it creates a separate column. See, this is a second table and this is a first table data. Okay, so second table's column has been created separately and it is giving the new, first table's columns as a separated, right? So data is not clubbed into the one over other, but in the appending it is a different. So you understood what is the difference, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the difference between the append and merge. So if anybody asks you what is the difference between append and merge, So you need to give the at least 3 to 4 point. What are the 3 to 4 point? First, what will be the first? Merge will combine data based on the key column. Okay, but append doesn't use any key column, it just combine the data directly. Okay, in merge we don't have any mandatory that your column name should be same, column structure should be same, but in append you should have same number of column and same, not a same number of it is a same name of column and same data type of column, but in the merge it is not required. Okay, then what is the third point? What is the third point? See, there are some points are there in the notes also, it is written. See, merging and appending query. In merging, what is the first difference? Combine two or more queries column. Okay, based on the common column. Combine the data from the two or more queries table having the same structure and same data type. Okay, it should have same structure, both the table, and both the tables should have same data type. Okay, what are the types of the, there are types of the merge, but there is no types of the append. Okay, then third is it is a case sensitive. Okay, it is not case sensitive in merging, but it is a case sensitive in the append query. Then mixing type. Okay, so these are the 3 to 4 point, if you remember, that will be fine. Okay, and their usage. Okay, so last usage, always use the merge. When should you use the merge? Always use the merge to combine data from different table having the same different structure with the common column. Okay, in the append query, always use the append query to combine data from multiple files having the same structure. Okay, so these are the two types, these are the difference between the merge query and append query. So this will be the question. Okay, then there is a note. If files are getting a newly added, then best way to append data is reading data from the folder. Okay, so how to read the, okay, there is a one scenario in most of the company. What happen, every day new business file come to the particular location in the folder, so it should take automatically pick up, it should automatically pick up from that folder. So how Power BI will take this every day? How Power BI will take this every day? So let's do this task. So create a new folder in the desktop with the name of data and place AW sales data file into that folder. So I have already one folder available. If you go to the document dataset, so here I have available a adventure work, customer, adventure work, product category, adventure work, product, return. So all files are there with respect to the adventure work. So what is the common keyword between in the all of the files? What is the common keyword, common word?
Adventure work.
Adventure.
Adventure work underscore every time. Okay, so based on that, what we will do, we will pick up the all files. So okay, let me just take out this file for some time. Control X. I want to take only 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, this file. Okay, because this file have a same column, same name of column in all the files. Okay, so what I want to do the union of the all the files at a time, without, like, I will go to the option and do the merging and the appending. This thing I don't want to do. I want to take automatically, it should take the file. Even though if new file will come, it should take automatically. Okay, so for just now I am taking out one file, so later we will add, cut and paste. Okay, so 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so this file I want to pick up every at a time. So okay, create a new folder in desktop with this file. So our all files are CSV, right? Then click on the get data, click on the more, double click on the folder. Okay, right now what is our common file name? Adventure work underscore, right? And we know that in this folder we have this available file. If suppose tomorrow someone come and put this new file for 2018, so we should not add manually, it should automatically take. Okay, so how it will do? So let's do this. How to do this? Let's do close this, close and apply. Okay, so let's connect with the new data. How to connect with the all this file at a time? So go to there. We know that all files available in the particular folder. Okay, so we will connect with the folder only. Okay, so click on the more, click on the more. Okay, click on the more. Then you can see there is a folder available. There is a folder. Okay, so let's click on the folder, connect the folder. Okay, so it will ask you the path of the folder. It will ask you the path of the folder. So which folder path? This path. On this path this file is available, right? If suppose tomorrow again it will come, it should automatically pick up from here also. Okay, so what we will do, we will not give the file path, we will give the folder path. Folder path. Okay, and click on OK. Okay, so it connected. Okay, so it connected all the files. Can you see this? It is showing the path of the file, name of the file, their extension, what is the date modify of this file, and path of the particular file. Okay, so let's you can see now there is a 3 button is coming: combine, load, and transform data. Okay, if you click on the combine, it will combine all the files data. Okay, if you do the simply load, it will give you the just path of the data. So what we need to do, let's try this combine, and transform data. Okay, okay, so all files data has been combined. A second. Okay, so it is loading. Okay, so once you load the data, you can see the, okay, what is this? The new folder. the name is, it is giving the name as a new folder. Okay, so you have data, all data with their file name. So this data belong to this file. Okay, this may be completed. Okay, so you can see 2014 data available, 2015, and let me show you 2015 data. See, 2015 data we have available now. So it means it has combined all data. How it combine? It is just appending. Appending means all tables. So if you look at all the file, if you look at the all files column are the same. All files column are the same. Let me open this. Okay, so you can see what are the columns available in this file. Only date are changed for 2014 data. Okay, then 2015 data file, same column, only 2015 data will be available. Okay, this is the 14, this is the 15 data. So you can see all tables, all files has the same number of column and same name of column. In that case, we can combine the data. Just a second. Okay, so these are the files. Understood how did we combine all the files data? Now one more thing I will show you. This is a real time. Okay, this is a real time actually happen in the industry. Every business, let's say the Domino's, okay, every day they got the customers and means they are getting a data of the customer. So every day they have their Power BI team, okay, who do the same things. Okay, so let's say today they got all this file like this. Okay, tomorrow again they got the new file. Okay, so will they do manually every day? No, right? So let's say 2000 again one more file came. 2018 file I am adding. Okay, so let's say tomorrow new file will come. So what I will do then, that time again I will connect with the data? No, right? I will simply only refresh the data. I will simply only refresh the data. So how to refresh? Just refresh all. Okay, so what will happen? Now you will see 2014, 15, 16, 18 data also there now. Okay, so this is how actually this tool will be work. Every day you get a new data, it automatically will populate into your tool. It will automatically populate into the tool. Okay, so this is the 2018 data. So you can see these are the columns of this data. Okay, these are the columns. Okay, so if you want to delete this table, column, you can delete this. Okay, when you get all the data. So now I got the all years data. Okay, I want to create one dashboard based on that. So let's click close and apply. Okay, So go to the new folder. In new folder we have all columns, right? Customer key, order date, order line item, all this. So I want in particular year how many orders they receive. In particular year how many orders they receive. I want to create one bar graph. So how to create a bar graph? There is a order date. Okay, so I will extract the year. So year. Okay, so we got a date. I want to extract the year. How to get the year? I will just, okay, right now your date field is not in the date format currently. Okay, your date field is not in the date format. How to convert into date format? So go to the data view. This is the data view. Okay, click on our new folder table. This is the order date, right? So we need to change their type. I want to change into the type. It is a date. Okay, date field is not there. Date. Okay, click on date. Okay, so we convert it into the date format. Now go back to the visualization. Okay, this thing, this view. Okay, we will go through this later. This is not we have started. Just for understanding, I am just taking. Okay, right now it is a date field. Now you can see it is a calendar showing here. Calendar means this is a date type. Now it is in the date type format. Okay, so I want to extract into the year, date hierarchy. Okay, cancel day, month, quarter. Okay, so I have year. Now I am getting only 2018. Why I am getting 2018 data only? Anyone? It should show me the 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18 all year. But why it is showing 18? Renuka, Farsana, Rishad, Krupal sir. Why we are getting 18? We have all data. We have 2018 data, 17, 16, 15. Then why it is giving only 18? If you remember, just a second. Water is not. No, in the upper room, water is not there.
No, okay.
No, I didn't take.
Okay. Sometimes they are cleaning the tank. No, it's okay. Okay. Sometimes they are cleaning the tank, water tank. That's all. Okay. You are living when you are living. 29. Okay. I thought you are going very late.
No.
Because somebody called me.
No, I told you because the 1 month before.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Before he was here, no? He called me now. Immediately he wanted to transfer again here, but I said, I don't know this one, maybe next one. Next one, maybe. 29, 20.
Do you want to get into some of the luggage? You can take.
No. There's no. He shifted from here to arrive, but again they are transferring again here. This is asked me. I said, next one, okay, he will do this. So you have everybody?
Actually, they have it, but
Okay, but
actually,
you are shifting from to other room?
no, I'm
No, what is it?
actually, in company actually there is also contract. So I basically maybe so they said that once you get a confirm, so you can go back.
You'll come again.
They said once you get a confirm, so that's
from next one. No, maybe if you are continuing the melody. So if you have the melody, just I will come add in the division after 15. Okay. Somebody will come on the see the room. Sometimes I will inform you.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Why it is 2018? Why not of 15, 16, 17? We already loaded all data. 2014, 15, 16, 17. Even though we had a check when we loaded, right? But now why it is showing 18? If you remember what we did here in edit query, if you go back to the edit query,
You are selected only
Yeah.
2018 data.
so we had selected here 2018 filter of the only 2018 data. That's why because of that it gave us only 2018 data. So whatever you do the transformation in the edit query, only that data you will get it into the visualization. Okay. So where it is? Okay. So let's. Okay, so we need to clear the filter first. How to clear filter? Click on new folder. Okay, so here we need to clear the filter. So clear the filter. Okay, so it will clear all the filter and we will get the new data, all data. So let's close and apply again. So when we close and apply, we will get all the data to the here. So now you can see you got the 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 data. Now I want to show the bar graph. So where is the bar graph? This is the text table, right? I want to see the bar graph. Where it is bar graph? So you can see stack bar, okay, bar, okay. So let me click on this. Okay, so I have selected the bar chart. Okay, now I want to show every year how many orders I am getting. So where is the orders? There is a order number. I will take the count of order number. Okay, so take the count of order number. Okay, so you can see count of order number. So you can see in 2014 you got a 23,000. Okay, so if you want a top of text, how many orders you receive every bar, so we can show this. Go to the formatting. So this part we will take care in the end. Okay, just I am showing you what is the use of the appending. Data label enable. Okay, so you got the 24,000, then this data also around 24,000. Okay, display unit. Okay, now you got the data. So a year wise number of order, what we got year wise number of order. Now I want to show okay, so how many customer has order, how many customers has ordered the for particular year, how many customer has ordered the particular year. So how to create a chart? So let me create one more chart, bar chart. Okay, how many customers in particular year? So we need to take a date field, order date, and then how many customers? So we have one customer key. Okay, so we need to take a count of the customer, so it takes the count. Okay, so how many customer we receive for particular so it is showing in this way. Okay, so this is how we need to perform this. If you have some requirement like you will be getting every day new business file in your particular folder location, how will you pick up automatically, how will you add automatically, that you should know. Okay, so every day new file will come, you just need to refresh here, you will get automatically once you complete the appending. So you understood how to do the appending, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is all about the appending. Now let's save. Please try to complete this this task also by yourself. All these files I have uploaded into the Google Drive, you can download from there. Okay, there is an assignment also available. So append all the files in the sales system folder which contain transaction data from 1 September. This files I don't have it. Okay, but same way, it is the example is the same way. Okay, now let's say I have connected the one of the file, let's say this folder, and let's say I tomorrow my company said that your file location will be changed. You should not use this folder location, you should use something different. But right now my file is connected with this location, right? My appending query has referred to the particular location, right? So how to check the location of this file? So if you go to the source, you will see the location. See, new folder. But right now you have this source. Okay, if company will say that they don't have that location, they wanted to change to the other folder. Okay, so let's say I am adding to the other location. New location. Okay, so let's folder, we created new folder, and they said that all file will be coming on this folder. So we need to change. How will you change? Either we can directly from change here, or if you want to know that whatever the transaction are there, whatever the files connected here, all file paths, if you want to see this, okay, how to check? Go to the data source setting, click on data source setting. See, your prod file is this location, your prod2 file is this location, and this one is a new one. So change the source. If you want to change the source, how to change? Click on the change source. Click on the change source. Okay, and here just paste. New location, right? New location, and click on OK. Click on OK. Okay, we selected. Now new location has been updated. Okay, so always go to the data source setting. Okay, if you want to change the location. Now we need to refresh the data. So will we get any issue or not? Let's see. So let's refresh all. Okay, now it is being updated. If you go to the source now, it is showing new location. It means it is updated. So new data file we receive it here. Okay, understood? So whenever you get the new data, you can see the data will be shown in the binary. It doesn't show the data completely. How to expand this particular year file available in the binary? This file available data in the binary. How to expand this? Just click on this, okay, and click on OK. Not here. Why it is showing here like this? Because I selected the source. If you select the last statement, you will get all data. Okay, so always careful what you are doing. So these are the step. Okay, this is the last step. You are getting this data. Okay, so first we connected the data, then it add the column name something, then rename the column name, then some remove the other column, and it expand the table. This is the steps and change step. Okay, so this is how we need to take the data and work on this. Any question, any confusion? I can repeat again. Anyone? Everyone? Any question? Any difficulty? You are not clear? I can explain you again. I have time. So what I will do, by Saturday, please try to complete level 1 all revision. Okay, so on Sunday I will take the revision, every one of you. Okay, so on Sunday I will ask you the question. So on Sunday I will ask you the question, so please complete the revision all of the by the Saturday. On Sunday I will take the revision. Okay, so any question, any issue, something? Shamli, Renuka, Krupa?
No.
Okay, no?
Sir,
Okay.
in the editor, sir, one
Yes,
question.
yes.
Sir, in the editor, if it is a following only step by step only,